All right, episode 22, The Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. Man, we made it through the two, I guess you want to say, dark days of gambling life
Yeah.
where home run derby, all-star game. We made our cash in the home run derby, so we got to take yesterday off, recharge the batteries. You'll see us, you saw us yesterday on football, but you'll see us daily, every single day, going forward. Sosa, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm having a great day. Uh, last couple of days were refreshing. Got to go to the nail salon, get a pedicure. Got a massage in. Nice little couple of days off for me. Didn't bet any soccer. Didn't bet any tennis. Just chilled out, man. Nothing major. Just enjoyed the last couple of days to regroup, refresh, and get to more winners.
It's the best way to put it. Pick your spots. Money management. Don't risk it when you don't need to. We got our cash ready. If you guys cash on the All-Star game, good for you. Congrats. Just a crapshoot in our opinion. We got one thing and one thing only to talk about today. And it's pretty evident for what we're going to be speaking the whole show on. Game 4. I don't know if you want to say statement game, series defining game. It could go either way here, but let's just get right into it. This spread, once again, is in that 4.5 range. I think it dropped a point because it opened at 5. Every single game, we're seeing it at that number, and it seems that trend's going to continue. Spread-wise, so let's just start it there. What are you seeing from this perspective?
From what I see, I'm not making a big deal about a spread that's 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. None of that matters to me because none of these games have been decided by double digits. The favorite has won, and the favorite has won by more than the spread. I'm not worried about that. I think that we see it again tonight. I like the number for the Bucks at the crib. I think that we're starting to see the Suns kind of wear down a little bit. We haven't had them tested. We haven't had them really in a situation where they've played a team that's even full strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the real first level of adversity we've seen the Suns come across. Like, can they overcome it? I do believe they can, but I do believe that this series is going to be a competitive series. I said it from the beginning. All Phoenix did at the beginning was win a game at home. The same thing goes for Milwaukee. No one's done anything special. No one's done anything out of the norm that you would expect in this series. So to get ahead of ourselves and say, oh, the Suns are going to bounce right back. I don't know if it's an easy bounce back. I mean,
there's one thing that's been completely out of this norm, and I got to eat my crow for this one. Giannis is having a series. I've been asking, when is the two-time MVP going to have that series-defining performance? I can no longer say that. He's shown up here, and it's kind of just ridiculous where when we'll get into his props, his numbers are extremely inflated. But if he just doesn't show up tonight, spread-wise, that 4.5, 5 ain't bad whatsoever.
Absolutely. The thing is, it seems inflated, but his performance has been out of this world. They have been. He has played up to beyond any expectation. You've heard me on record say he's the most unskilled MVP in the history of the league. But he is a dominant player in the paint, and he knows he's sticking to what he's good at. He's not out here shooting threes, putting up jump shots. He's getting to the paint, and he's doing what he's best at. And
check his shot chart from the last game. I'm pretty sure he went like 13 for like 20 or something like that, and every 12 of them were dunks. Budenholzer's doing what he needs him to do. Maybe Giannis is just being a little bit smarter and just taking over and just putting himself down there. But you got to give Bud his credit if he's honestly scheming and getting him in there with that disadvantage in the post.
My man Rex, I'm glad you said that because we have been giving Budenholzer shit the entire playoffs, and he's made every correct adjustment in every series. We can say whatever we want about him being incompetent, right? He got Bryn Forbes off the floor. He said Bryn Forbes can't play defense. He's not going to play. I love Bryn Forbes at the beginning of the playoffs. He has not seen any tick. Jeff Teague is getting those minutes because he plays defense. And I think it's a confidence thing. I think Forbes' confidence is just gone. Connaughton plays much better defense than Forbes, and he can score the ball, not just shooting threes. So obviously he's going to get the play. He also plays better defense, much better defense. And then Portis obviously is a matchup nightmare in the paint and can stretch the floor, shoot the three. So he's a versatile player that is probably better than anybody that comes off the bench for Phoenix.
So from spread-wise, you don't have official play on that, correct?
I don't have an official play, but my original lean would be the Bucks to cover the spread and win tonight. I do believe they win tonight. I do expect Booker to play better. I expect Chris Paul to be good. But again, they're so reliant right now on their starting five performing at a high level. They need those five guys to play great, or they aren't going to win. Losing Saric was a huge loss. I think people are discounting losing him and how big of a deal that really was. He gives you that backup to Ayton. He gives you versatility getting out, and he's going to give you effort on defense. When Kaminsky,
and he's not Kaminsky.
Right. When Kaminsky's in the game, Kaminsky's a complete walkthrough. You can't. It's not hard to account for him in the on the floor. So absolutely, and Teague, and also like Teague has earned his dues. Right. He's a veteran. He's been there before. He's been in the foxhole with Budenholzer. So Budenholzer obviously does believe that, he gives him a good opportunity to just handle, to be, to do what he's asked to do in the framework of an important game.
Yep. So just a reminder, get in our comments right here with your best bets, any questions, player props, as we're going to start transitioning into that. But we're going to hit on the total real quick and quarters. I don't know. So we've had, or at least I've had a good feel on the quarters in this one. We laid off last game. You're just basically getting it at a pick 'em, slightly juiced to the Bucks here. The Suns got the last one here. I don't know. I think this one honestly ends directly tied. I don't want to get involved in this one. I think this is the one of the first quarters that we see both teams. And I do think I do have a thought on the total as we get into that, where I like the under tonight. I'm not putting my money behind it, but I don't think we get over 221 by any means.
All right. I have a few plays that I love so far in this game. I honestly believe it's a Milwaukee game. That's just my initial thoughts and what I love. Over under, I think the game is going to veer towards the under as well. I like that. I like that prediction on your part, because I honestly believe, dude, my allergies are fucking killing me. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Oh man, it's those midsummer days, man. Allergies are murdering me. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I believe it's a Bucks game. I like the under as well. Simply because I think that Chris Paul understands that this can't be a run out, shootout type of game. And if he's going to operate in the half court, he's got to get back to his right hand, because the numbers of him driving on pick and rolls from right to left have been completely changed since game 1 and 2. Game 1 and 2, he went right 48 times on pick and roll, 48 times. They just allowed him to just dribble to his right hand and do whatever the fuck he wanted. Game 3, they didn't do that. And then obviously Devin Booker only had 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're seeing back-to-back foul trouble frame. That's something I wanted to get at too, is because losing Saric is what really hurts them when Ayton comes out the game. Saric isn't a 7-footer, but he's going to give you effort. And him being a smaller defender, you can use him to throw fouls at Giannis. You can use him to get super physical with Giannis. You don't have that anymore. You don't have that depth where it's like you have another guy who can just foul the shit out of Giannis no matter what. You can use 6 fouls, because at the end of the day, he's just giving DeAndre Ayton a blow, giving him, an opportunity to catch his breath and get out the game for 3-4 minutes at a time. They don't really have that anymore. Once he goes to the bench, it is a layup line at the basket. And then you have to worry about 3 guys in Portis, Giannis, and Brook Lopez crashing the boards. And you saw how that wore Brooklyn down. That wore the Hawks down. And it's looking like it's starting to veer that way. So it's just something to really keep an eye on. Something that I love tonight is, I know everybody's going to be heavy on Giannis's points. Giannis over 5.5 assists. That is a winner. That is the prop that I'm leading with tonight. My number one prop play is Giannis Antetokounmpo over 5.5 assists. Let me get the number on that right now is at plus 100. That's my best prop for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So you think Bud's going to tell him, and obviously the Suns have to change something where when he's getting the ball in the post, Giannis can pass it out. So I would be expecting a lot of those assists to be kickouts to threes or other guys cut into the lane. So I really like that because I do think that's one adjustment Monty's going to make because if I'm Monty and this is where Giannis assist plays into it, let anyone else beat him than him. Let Middleton have one of his games where he goes off. Let God knows who else goes there, but don't let Giannis dunk the ball 12 times in your face anymore.
You also can't, the whole wall setup bullshit, that's out now. The whole getting to the wall, that's all out now. All right. Giannis understands how to play against the wall. It's funny, he was laughing about it in this press conference yesterday where he was like, I've seen it for a couple times. It started with Toronto a couple years ago when Toronto won the championship. They introduced that form of a defense, right? The thing is that Giannis now, his IQ has gotten better to where he can find the open man. You know what I mean? It's not just his head's down. He's fully engaged. He can find the open man. He can swing the ball. That is something that you have to give him credit for, that he's grown with as a player.
So look at this Giannis prop that we got up here from my guy Link. Under, so he doesn't make a three tonight, plus 162.
I'm not gonna bet that, Lincoln. Here's the reason why. He's gonna put 3 or 4 of them up just off the strength. And remember, let's say he had a bad game shooting before, like last game. If he's gonna take the shots, you still have to account that he might make one. So that right there for me is not a safe bet because he can still put up 5 of them. Now he could go 0 for 5, but I mean the chance of him hitting one is there.
So would you rather try to get a 1.5 there, even if it's a little bit more juice? Because a 1.5 will probably be more at your maybe minus 120 line.
Man, listen, he's been locked in. He's been so locked in. I would not.
You don't want to fade him.
I wouldn't fade anything in regards to him right now. Right now, he's off the wall. Now, another one I always go to. My go-to is Giroux with the.
Yes, sir. You know I'm repping Philly.
Giroux assist. Everyone knows that's my number one thing that I lead with. Right, Giroux's assist. Giroux's assist is at 8.5. I like it. If you can get a 7.5, even better. Let me get the numbers for you exactly. Before I get to Giroux, another prop that I love tonight is Jay Crowder over 10.5 points. You can book that tonight. Over 10.5 for Jay Crowder. Book it. He's gonna hit it. That's easy. Hope his teammates get the shots to get Giannis to get assists. Oh, I mean, they'll definitely get the shots because he's gonna get doubled. He's gonna get tripled. He's gonna get hit in the lane as much as he possibly can, as much as they possibly can. So we got Giannis assist. We got Jay Crowder over 10.5 points. I'm trying to pull up all the wages on my phone. Do you have a number on that?
Yeah, the man came back from the dead after putting up the zero burger. On my book, I got Crowder over 10.5 minus 110.
Right, I have it at minus 106. That right there is one of my favorites for the night. I'm not touching this points, rebounds, assists. Remember, this I said it on Sunday, and it's come to fruition. If you're gonna bet props on the Phoenix Suns, you're only gonna bet on their starting 5. Their bench is becoming non-existent on the road. They're not like Campaign is good. But he feeds very much off the crowd at home. He plays much better at home. So you really need to just be a little cognizant of that and see that, they've trimmed their rotation. When you trim your rotation, you have a much higher reliance on players that you haven't asked to be productive all year, right? Cam, he would be the only guy that I would trust off the bench. He obviously had the highlight play the other night getting that.
Yeah, poster.
They just conceding, to be honest.
All right, we got one that we missed real quick before we get there.
I love the Connaughton over 1.5 threes, especially at home. I love that. That's a solid play. You got the comments rolling in right now. Jesus. Cam's done all right. Yeah, no, listen, that's why I just said Cam would be the only guy on the bench that I would take a ticket on. His points, his threes, because he's shown to be productive and consistent over both.
And he's getting 20 minutes. You got to look at that. The minutes is the biggest thing because your one issue with the Forbes things was he was just not getting the minutes sometimes. The numbers were going to hit if he just got it. So if you can rely on him, and yeah, this bench is real short. But if Ayton does get in foul trouble again, who knows what happens, because that's when the Suns bench explodes. So that's where Ayton's the guy I always look for props, and I'm just staying away from him when he's on the road. It just seems a little bit of a safer mindset for that one.
Cam would be the only guy because Cam does have the green light, and he's always aggressive. He has no problem trying to score the ball. So that's the only guy that I would take a ticket on the bench. But remember, when the rotation is cut, you're going to have to put your money on the guys that are starting because they're going to play the majority of the minutes. The only reason they didn't all play 40 minutes last game is because they were getting cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? So
hey, it's our man,
my guy. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us, my boy.
We need to know who he is. He's one top comment of the entire Daily Bread history so far.
Show. We love you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in.
All right, so let's get through some of your bets, rest of your card right now. Keep hitting us up with the comments. I'll cue you guys up, but so let's give out what you else like.
What else I like is I like Jrue Holiday's PRA. Like that's the player whose PRA I'm going to go with at home. He's going to, come on.
Tapping in from Hawaii. Love that.
Appreciate you.
That's early as shit.
Yeah. 5 a.m. 5:50. Can you find Jrue's PRA?
Yes, sir.
Please.
All right, have that up. I got 33.5 at -105.
Love it. Lock it in. That is another best bet for me for today.
Man, I'd never condone this, and I'm going back to it. The juices were flowing on our live stream the last time we did it, and it was my sole play from the last one. I'm just getting the prop odds real quick for this one, but we're going back to the well. Drew's getting a double-double tonight. He's getting a 20 and 10 double-double to be exact, so we'll play the over 19.5. And this is what burned me last time. If I just played his normal assist, it would have cashed, but I'm taking the over 9.5 assists as well. So as that's plus 250 once again, we'll roll it back. That's my one play from the show so far.
I love it. Listen, he should have had 14 assists the other night, man. He only ended up with 9. And I told the people he would get 10. I'm sorry, guys, if you just bet his regular assisted hits. I thought for sure he would get 10. He had so many misses and so many just pump fakes and pass backs from his 3-pointers. So from his passes on 3-pointers. So I would just the PRA. See, I would prefer the PRA just in the event that he goes under 8 assists. Like let's say he gets 25, 4 and 5, you win. If he go, let's say he goes off for 27 tonight and doesn't get, you still have that window. Let's say he has 11 assists. You don't have to get.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the plus 250. It's the plus 250 number that you hit one of the two, it pays off.
Right. So the PRA is something that, you just gotta continuously with him. That's what I'm rolling with tonight. Now, people are asking if Middleton shows up tonight. I sure hope so. The thing is that he is the one player that is affected the most by their perimeter defenders. Right, like they could throw McCall at him. They could throw bodies at Middleton and make it a little more difficult for him, and they have been doing that. So that he's the one guy that we're waiting for him to really snap. But again, I'm hesitant to put my money on him.
Yeah, 24.5 is a large number as well. Just that's his points.
Facts. So. Other than that, I really like with him. He also rebounds at a high clip, but it's like I said, his middle name to me is inconsistent. We've seen Chris Middleton not be consistent his entire NBA career. So it's not I'm not trying to knock him. I'm just saying that we've come accustomed and used to seeing this, right? So I'm just being realistic. But yeah, I think those are all the plays I have right now. I will have a couple of first half plays. I haven't really figured it out yet exactly what I'm going with. I'll tweet out some more stuff probably later. But I have a couple first half plays. I also think that I have a couple more combo plays in regards to rebounds and assists. But other than that, the only other play that I really love is Bobby Portis over 6.5. Like that'd be my last play. Bobby Portis over 6.5 plays better at the crib. Is going to get the minutes. He's going to play 15 to 18 minutes, no question. And Budenholzer has placed him in better positions to be successful as opposed to the games in Phoenix. So I think that would be the last play that I would really roll with.
Yes, sir. So Picks Machine. Oops, sorry, wrong one. He didn't give out. He's definitely leaning Bucks money line, but there's no or Bucks winning it, but he's no locked in on that.
Yeah.
Both leaning the under, no money locked in on that. We've gave out all of our player props, so just scroll back on our YouTube. I'll be able to timestamp it for where you want it. Keep hitting us up with the questions. This is how we'll round out the show since we still have a bunch of you in here. If we had to choose a 3-point prop between Connaughton and Cam,
I believe Cam is over 2.5, or if they're both over 1.5, bro, I would parlay them both. I like
minus 125 and minus 118. You'll get a decent plus money price on parlaying those two.
Right. I would play them both, Josh. Why not? I mean, they both are getting the minutes and they're both getting the shots. It's a good play. Leaning over on this one. Like I said, I was leaning under. I have no official play.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those where you just kind of have to get a feel for it. Maybe an in-game play for that would be smart as well. But as far as hopping in and doing it now, I can't do that. Pre-game, not going to touch the over/under. I mean, we could get a super. The crazy thing is that in the last 2 games, we've had extremely slow starts, and then the teams just ascend. They've just taken off. So even that theory has been somewhat spotty. If you bet at first quarter. So that's why I would veer away from like just giving it out or telling anybody to take an over and under tonight. Right now, it's just the NBA Finals, man. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Any triple-double leans, they're all above plus 1,000.
If anybody I would ride to get a triple-double, it'd be Jrue Holiday. He's been the best PRA performer on his team. So
I don't think we see one tonight.
Giannis is a fucking freak, obviously, but like all 3 combined, he would be the guy I would say would be the closest thing to possibly getting a triple-double if someone was to get one in this game. So, but
all right.
Also, the draw.
What's up, man?
The draw was 2 days ago. Dan Washington won the first. He won the first one. The second one at 200 subscribers will be whenever we get 200 subscribers.
And everyone's still eligible. Even Dan's eligible to go back to back.
Everyone's eligible once we hit 200, 300, 400, and 500. That's what it'll be.
60 away. We're already more than halfway. Make us give out another $100 again this week.
Help us get 60 more subs in. We'll put up some more money. We'll make sure that you get paid $100 every 100 subscribers. And also, real quick, take a look at this right here. I need anybody that's watching to follow this right here. Sosa and Rex are bringing to you I'm from everywhere, bro, but I live in Philly. Sunday morning quarterbacks. It's going to be the best Sunday morning show ever created. It's on Twitter. Follow the and let's get if you like football, you have a favorite team, you want to correspond, contribute, you want to be a part of something great, follow us, Rex, me, and a couple of the homies. We have some great content coming for you for football season. If you like basketball, we're bringing something to you 100 times bigger. It's going to be insane. Make sure you follow.
Our man, he wants us to get to $1 million. That'd be dope because Sosa would have a nice plaque to hang behind his head.
By the end of football season.
All right. Well,
This is football. I subscribe to his channel. He's good football, good soccer info. Follow him too. Don Hussam 6. Definitely follow or subscribe to his YouTube. I know he subscribed to ours.
yes, sir. So no Gold Cup action today. We're just going to focus on the finals, and plus all the odds so far are going to be minus a lot. So once that gets a little bit bigger, we'll get back into the soccer action there. MLS coming up this weekend, so we'll have that. Tomorrow looks like baseball only show.
Well, there's only one game tomorrow in baseball.
Oh, shit. We're going to I jinxed ourselves by saying we made it through the days.
It's one game in baseball tomorrow, and then Friday we're back to normal.
Well, we'll figure something out good for you guys tomorrow. We're not taking tomorrow off. We'll be live.
We'll be live tonight at 5 or 6. I'm going live, talking some more football, American football. Anybody wants to get in, DM me, hit me up. Come on over.
Until tomorrow, deuces.
Peace.